Halloween, Christmas, even Easter has horror movies based on the respective holidays. So with Thanksgiving around the corner, I need to find a series of Thanksgiving movies to watch. And Marks, I don't know about your family, but my family doesn't really like to talk to each other. Instead, they just want to sit around the TV and just watch football. So I put out a search to find a series of Thanksgiving movies so I can have something to talk about with my family this Thanksgiving. I mean, unless they want to talk about the brilliance of Silent Night, Deadly Night. So during my search, I found a series of Thanksgiving-themed horror movies about a killer turkey seeking revenge. That series is Thankskilling. Having never seen these, and after talking to Darcy the mail girl about her love of these movies, I decided what a perfect opportunity to challenge myself and watch every single Thankskilling movie to prepare myself to have something to talk about with my family this Thanksgiving. Now let's get into it. Before I start, I should probably wear something a little more appropriate. I'm a pilgrim, because it's Thanksgiving. Thankskilling, written by Jordan Downey, Brad Schultz, and Kevin Stewart, directed by Jordan Downey, starring you don't care. It's a movie about a killer turkey. When you think of opening shots of movies, you think of the cinematic masterpieces like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Jurassic Park, Lawrence of Arabia. This one is no different because it starts off with a nipple, just close up of a nipple. So it's taking place moments before the very first Thanksgiving, and this woman is just running around topless for no reason. And she's running away from, you guessed it, the star of this movie, the killer turkey. And Turkey says his classic kill line, "Nice tits, bitch." Yeah, not exactly Freddy Krueger here. Then we get to the opening credits, which has this like generic Genuine music playing. And then we get to present day, or day of like 2009 or whatever this took place. They were at a college, and then out comes Johnny. And I swear to God, I thought this was the situation from the Jersey Shore. And his redneck friend Billy is just like super pumped it's Thanksgiving. So he just comes out, does his best Hulk Hogan impression. And then we see the two girls, Allie and Kristen. And then Billy tells Allie, "Hey, lift up your shirt and show me your boobs." And she almost does, but Allison just gets like nervous, and then she just like immediately just shuts it down. And then the two dudes just like high five.
Thanksgiving, not Titsgiving.
And then the four of them are walking away, and then this like nerd Darren just shows up, and his whole thing is he likes to lick his lips and feel Johnny's biceps. And then they're all in the car together, and they just start roasting each other.
I'm thankful that your mom has the juiciest poon in town.
Oh, nice.
Oh, please, Allie. Your legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case.
Oh, snap.
Get real used to that joke. Then there's this other hillbilly. He's with his dog, and his dog just runs out in the woods to go explore. And then the dog finds this weird Thanksgiving decoration on the ground, and the dog just pisses all over this decoration. And unlike Elm Street 4, where the dog pisses fire and brings Freddy back to life, this dog just pees on this little Thanksgiving totem, and that's what brings Turkey to life. And then naturally Turkey comes to life and just kills the dog. Then we cut to Allison's mom and dad, who are apparently getting a divorce, and I swear to God, this scene feels like a John Waters movie.
That coffee tastes like shit. What'd you do? Take a dump in it?
As a matter of fact, I sure did. I want a fucking divorce.
So Allison gives her dad a call and tells him she's on her way home to see him and his fake mustache. And lo and behold, their car breaks down, but luckily they have beers and tents, so they're like, let's just set up camp here. And you think they're in the middle of nowhere, but actually they're in the middle of Crawford. So the nerd Darren tells them, hey, this place has a lot of Thanksgiving history. So he explains everything about Crawford through this animated sequence. So pretty much the backstory is this Indian shaman creates this killer turkey and just kills all the white people he finds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even though the turkey killed a dog and the dog is not white. Whatever. The redneck guy, he finds the turkey, he shoots at him, and then the turkey just gets away, and he just drops to his knees and cries out. Then Allison just goes roaming through the woods, and she calls her dad and just keeps flipping her hair around. Oh, and Allison is like freaked out from the backstory Darren told her, so to calm herself down, she says this.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey. There's
no such thing as an evil turkey. Oh, wait. I lied.
Anyway, Turkey shows up, and she just runs away. She's back at the campfire, and she says, hey, there's a killer turkey out there. And they don't believe her. They just kind of laugh at her. So she's pissed off and she goes into her tent. And then a stuffed rabbit just goes flying through the air and lands right into the fire. And then somehow Darren can tell that it was attacked by a turkey beak. And you think they're going to be freaked out and this is where they all get killed? No, they just go to bed. We transition to morning time, and then Billy just wakes up with like turkey turds on his chest. And the redneck is there, and he's pointing his gun at him. He said, "Oh, you're lucky. I chased that turkey away." So the kids fix the car with very little effort. There's a lot of like random close-up shots, and of course Darren is wiping his mouth again. And then on the side of the road, Turkey just kind of comes up, and he's trying to hitch a ride. So Turkey flags down this car, and I swear to God, it's driven by this guy who looks like the bastard son of Beavis and Butthead.
Ass, gas, or grass.
Just straight up ass for ass.
Well, I'm out of gas. Guess I'll take ass.
This guy want a fucking turkey?
Now that's what I call a tight ass. Yeah.
What the fuck? So Turkey just pulls out a gun out of nowhere, and he tells the guy, "Call your daughter." He does, and then Turkey just blows his head off. So we cut back to the kids, and they just drop off Allie.
It's like her legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So Johnny gets home, and his parents just don't give a fuck about him.
I'm good. Yourself?
Let's just add a fart joke in there too. So Johnny tries to win his father's love by just lying to him, tell him he's like the starting quarterback. And then Turkey just comes up and just decapitates Johnny's dad. And his mom's just standing there with her eyes out. How is she standing? We cut to Allie, who's just inviting this random dude into her house. So Allie and the dude are having sex. Well, they're more so dry humping because they still are fully clothed. Turkey slits the dude's throat, and he just spills blood all over Allie's back. Turkey kind of does the Texas switch, and now he's having sex with Allie. What the fuck? He kills her by, like, apparently breaking her neck. So everybody shows up at Allie's house, and Darren just totally fucks up the John Benet Ramsey joke.
At least her legs were harder to close than John Benet Ramsey's legs.
So Johnny goes in, and he's like, yeah, she's dead. So they all decide to go to Kristen's house. And apparently, like, Kristen's dad has books about, like, turkey killing. So that's why they're trying to go over to her house. But anyway, they're on their way to Kristen's house, and Turkey already beat them there. And Turkey knocks on the door, and the dad opens it up, and he's just dressed like a turkey. And luckily, Turkey has this excellent Groucho Marx disguise, or else everybody would have known that he's Turkey. And then this is my favorite scene in the movie where Turkey and the dad have this, like, dialogue together.
Fucking weather. But it was nice today, huh?
You just say fucking?
Anyway, Turkey decides to kill the dad off screen. So now the kids get there, and Turkey opens the door, and he's wearing the dad's face. Fake mustache and all. And obviously it fools the kids, and then Kristen just accepts that is her dad. And then we get this reading montage to the music from that bootleg Genuine music. But then Darren finds the key, and he says, like, oh, we have to, like, destroy, like, some sort of, like, talisman. I think I started, like, to tune out. So Billy wanders away, and he sees the faceless dad getting, like, pulled away. And then he sees Turkey wearing the face, and he starts putting two and two together. Billy starts wrestling with Turkey. Johnny gets the talisman, but Turkey wiggles out free and makes it out. Billy gets pissed off. He starts walking down the street, and he sees this, like, cartoon turkey laying on the ground. So he grabs the cartoon turkey, and he opens his mouth, and it just kind of goes into his body. And this causes Turkey to just bust out of Billy's stomach. And then Turkey says the tagline of the movie.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
So Darren finds Billy's dead body, and he just starts blubbering. And then he has, like, this flashback montage of, like, how much Billy and Darren are, like, best friends. And this is the part where the movie won me back.
Billy, 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 you are my best friend.
What the fuck? Turkey builds a teepee on the side of the road, and the kids just easily find it because it's a teepee on the side of the road.
There's the teepee, guys, on the side of the road.
So then Johnny and Kristen just bust into the teepee while Darren just comes behind the turkey and starts strangling him with the rope. And the kids just start reading some chant from the book that, like, takes away Turkey's invincibility. And they decide to sacrificially burn Turkey.
Still got that lighter, Johnny?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm ready to see this cock burn.
You mean turkey, right?
No, I mean like a dick, not like the animal.
Turkey runs away, and he comes face to face with a redneck who just shoots him and knocks him into a garbage can. So Turkey's dead, and the redneck guy just has, like, this bandana over his eyes for some reason. Turkey's eyes starts glowing green, and they don't care. So to celebrate that they killed Turkey and all their parents are dead, and Kristen's dad is still at the house, and they decide to watch Night of the Living Dead. Johnny asks Kristen to be his girlfriend, and Darren just kind of stares at them. Kristen says yes, and they just start making out, and then they fall to the ground and just start doing it. Meanwhile, Darren just kind of watches them awkwardly, and then he just eventually fucks off and leaves. So Darren is looking through the fridge, and he gets a meat thermometer in his ass, and it turns out it's Turkey, and he's just glowing green. So Turkey attacks Darren, rips out his tongue. Turkey just starts pecking away at Darren's chest, and he just rips out his heart and throws it across the room. Then he dies with a hallucination where he sees Billy calling him up to heaven. Johnny comes in, he sees Darren's dead body, and then Turkey attacks Johnny. Kristen comes in just in time to hear Turkey's one-liner.
I always come back for seconds.
Kristen slaps the turkey away. They make it into the shack. Turkey busts in, and Kristen's right there with the redneck flamethrower. And while Turkey's burning to death, Johnny dies from his attack from the kitchen. Grabs a pipe, and then she just beats the shit out of Turkey and then whacks him into a conveniently placed stack of sticks. And Turkey just burns to death, making the curse lifted. The redneck guy shows up. She just eats one of his legs. And the movie's over. Just kidding, there's one more scene. We're at a dinner table with a bunch of random people we've never met before. There's this guy with like a stupid turkey hat. But anyway, the turkey shakes around. It's actually Turkey, and he says a one-liner.
Why smell sequel? Beyond!
Thankskilling. Thankskilling 2. So, I could not find Thankskilling 2 anywhere. Not on DVD, not on Blu-ray, not on VHS. Hell, it's not even streaming anywhere. I always thought Thankskilling was a full moon movie, and turns out it's not. It's just some random independent movie. So, looks like I have the day off. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna watch Eli Roth's Thanksgiving instead. Thankskilling 2. Thankskilling 3. Written by Jordan and Michael Downey and Kevin Stewart. Directed by Jordan Downey. So the movie starts off with a boobie. Again, just a close-up of a boob, but this boob is in space. The naked space woman is killed by some lasers, and it's fired by Turkey, obviously, and he says,
Nice tits, bitch! In space!
Yep. And the spaceship flies past Thankskilling 2. I now realize why I couldn't find Thankskilling 2. And they set up that Thankskilling 2 is like the worst movie ever made. That's why they're destroying every single copy, but there's only one copy still in existence. And then we cut to this puppet. I don't remember the puppet's name. I'm just going to call it the yellow puppet. But apparently she just lost her mind, and her mind kind of looks like a vagina, I think. So Turkey now lives in like a sitcom from like the 90s. He has a wife and a son who are also turkeys.
You ready for some cake, Niblet? Oh, Mom, I don't want none.
The mom turkey just pukes all over the kid turkey. And Turkey is just like flipping through TV channels. And he stops on this commercial by this guy named Uncle Donnie who has this like turkey plucking machine he's trying to hawk. Turkey also sees that his movie Thankskilling 2 has been canceled.
Worst movies ever made. Consequently, the studio has vowed to never release it.
And this upsets Turkey, and there's like some Evil Dead 2 shots, and that's what sets him off, and he just kills his wife. And then Turkey tells his son to come be evil with him, and they're now on a quest to find the last remaining copy of Thankskilling 2. So they're just flying through the air, and Turkey's son is just annoying him, so Turkey decides to just kill his son. And then Turkey takes the soul of his son to go look for the copy of Thankskilling 2. I think. There's a fly that flies to a dumpster, and inside the dumpster is that yellow puppet. And she's just in there looking for her brain or mind or something. And she's talking to this bag of trash, and the bag of trash introduces this like book bag cat character. And then we get this weird ass animated sequence.
So the cat that will save the day.
But anyway, the trash bag spits out a DVD of Thankskilling 2. The yellow puppet sees the Uncle Donnie guy leaving the TV station, and the yellow puppet is just baffled that Donnie is wearing a wig.
Called a wig.
Oh, like a Wig Newton.
No, not like a Wig Newton at all.
Puppet just follows Uncle Donnie, and then we cut to Jefferson, which is Uncle Donnie's like buddy who's also wears a wig. And he's talking to his mom, who's a puppet.
Well, Jefferson, last night I grabbed onto D'Angelo's cock, brought it in my mouth, and held on for dear life. Does that sound like love?
Oh, and it's a rapping puppet granny.
Sitting on 13's wheelchair, hella clean. I used to knit and sew, but now I'm off that BETV screen.
Donnie and the yellow puppet show up at their house, and Donnie's friend just starts getting real mad.
This thing is making me so mad, Donnie!
So we get an explanation of why the guys are wearing wigs. It turns out they want to start a Thanksgiving theme park.
It's got a gravy train, yam tram, it's
It's got a maze. It's amazing.
I gotta admit, that actually does sound kind of fun. Turkey's son's soul eventually makes it to their house, and then he locates where that Thankskilling 2 DVD is. It's Turkey with the fucking wig on, and he just kills Jefferson. So Turkey now uses his powers to reincarnate his son as the Thankskilling 2 DVD. I think. But anyway, the DVD now just flies out of the doorway and Donnie just chases after it. Turkey is left behind. Donnie, the yellow puppet, and then the granny puppet are just wandering through the woods. DVD flies into Donnie's hands, and then there's this old like shaman turkey that shows up. And this is the wise turkey.
I am a wise turkey.
So the wise turkey now tells Turkey's backstory. To be honest, this is the part where I started to kind of tap out. But anyway, the wise turkey gives the yellow puppet a wishbone. So then they just shake the camera around and then they just wind up back at the house. Turkey's there, he threatens them, and he just turns the movie into like a music video. So during the music video, Turkey gets the DVD away from the yellow puppet. And I know what you're thinking. What this movie needs is more puppets. So before Turkey can make an escape, the doors bust open and you see why I thought this was a full moon movie. There's this worm and this robot guy. I don't remember their name. But anyway, the worm and the robot guy, they were looking for Turkey, and it turns out that the worm and Turkey used to have sex. Yep. So Donnie turns on like the prototype of his Pluckmaster gimmick, and it just shoots Turkey out into like the unknown. Donnie is getting mad. So the worm is just like, yeah, I was Turkey's co-star in Thankskilling 2. And it turns out Turkey was using his dark magic, so anybody who watches Thankskilling 2 goes under his dark spell. Oh, and the robot just starts walking weird for some reason. So they need to destroy the last remaining copy of Thankskilling 2 to break the curse from Turkey. They decide to send the DVD to space through a vortex, and to open the vortex, it's through the robot's butt. And this is the part where I found out that the robot's name was Muff, and it's pretty obvious this is the reason why his name was Muff.
Has anybody gone muff diving before?
So the vortex opens out of Muff's butthole, now a portal to space. So they throw the DVD through the portal, sending it to space, and you think this is where the movie ends, but nope. So Turkey is out in the unknown, and he builds this army of skeleton turkeys. So the skeleton turkeys rebuild Turkey, but there's one thing, they lost his penis. And they couldn't find Turkey's penis, so they decide to put a chainsaw where his dick is.
Gravy.
Of course he would say that.
String cheese.
Kids is loving it. Granny string cheese.
So Turkey sticks his dick chainsaw into the granny puppet's mouth, killing her, and then these skeleton turkeys attack Donnie and the others. Vortex get all screwed up. More of a montage of them just beating the shit out of all the skeleton turkeys. The yellow puppet tries to prevent Turkey from getting the Thankskilling 2 DVD, but Turkey cuts her in half with the chainsaw. Turkey grabs the DVD and makes his escape. It's revealed that yellow puppet is some like fancy puppet species from space.
She's a puppet?
No. This is what puppets are based on, man. These things have been around for centuries. You just don't see them.
So Donnie decides to bring the yellow puppet back to life by sticking his hand in her hole. So since Turkey and the DVD ran through some sort of portal, now says like, hey, me and the worm gotta go through this door. Oh, and there was this hot dog puppet.
Big, fat fuck.
Okay, they put on some turkey beaks as a disguise, and then they make their way through the door. There's rat puppets who smell each other's ass. There's skeleton turkeys talking about having sex.
And then I sent that foul packing with a gravy shot to the eye.
They find Turkey, and so Turkey's trying to broadcast his son/DVD to every electronic device in the whole world. He turns on this gimmick, and now there's a montage of these random jabronis getting killed off. Yellow Puppet and the worm jump out to confront Turkey, and then out comes Franken-Turkey, but he doesn't want to be called Franken-Turkey. He wants to be called Blarp for some reason.
Hoover up, Franken-Turkey. The name is goddamn Blarp. Goddamn it, my name is Blarp.
So Blarp just stomps around screaming his name. The yellow puppet manages to grab the DVD and makes her escape, but she manages to make it out of the hell oven thingy. Blarp comes out, but Muff, he has like an arm cannon now, and he just kills Blarp. And apparently the worm got injured during the escape, but Muff accidentally crushes him and then shoots himself in the head. Turkey now shows up in the room with Wise Turkey, and their big fight is set up like an old school NES video game. Wise Turkey gets decapitated, the worm comes back to life, and he sets up the portal out of Muff's corpse's butthole, and they're finally gonna get rid of the DVD once and for all, but Turkey shows back up. So Turkey gets into this big fight with the yellow puppet, but the yellow puppet pulls off that wishbone from earlier and stabs Turkey in the neck, which causes Turkey to just burst into flames. The yellow puppet changes her mind on destroying the DVD because it'll also kill Turkey's son. But Turkey, he's still alive, or, well, his head is, and Turkey's head grabs onto the yellow puppet's foot, and they're like kind of getting sucked into the portal, you know, from Muff's butthole. But Turkey's son saves everybody and knocks Turkey's head off and sends him into the portal. And this kills Turkey once and for all. And Donnie is like dearly holding on to the yellow puppet, but she looks back into the portal and she sees her mind, you know, the vagina, and along with the like garbage bag and that like cartoon cat and like those like two rats that were smelling each other's butts, she tells Donnie to let her go so she can return to where she came from. And now Donnie is just left with the worm. And then we cut to Donnie, who's finally brought Thanksgiving Land to life, all thanks with the help of his buddies, the worm and a reconstructed Muff. Oh, and the worm is now wearing a hat. Thankskilling 3. Are these movies good? No. Did I enjoy these movies? Do I love the fact that these movies exist? Were these movies made with passion? Is it a good thing that the sequel made over 100 times of the original movie's budget? Well, yes. After spending the last 3 days watching these Thanksgiving movies, I realized that my family probably doesn't want to talk to me if I bring up a killer turkey puppet movie. But you know what they would be interested in if I announced I'm doing a Puppet Master movie. Come on, Charles Band, give me a Puppet Master movie. The MacKaye's, Marks, they all want it. Give everybody what they want. Give the people what they want, Charles Band.